Welcome back everybody to Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. I'm your host Broncos Guru in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats, and it's another Wavy Guru Productions back down here at the inlet, and it is a rough day. It's going to be interesting to see how our captains fare in our 5-round contest. Our first contestant to step in the ring and do battle with Haulover is going to be none other than the U.S. Coast Guard themselves, but this is the kind of day we're going to see. It's a rough day here at the inlet. Our first boat we saw was a Border Patrol boat. Our second boat we see is a U.S. Coast Guard boat because most people aren't tackling Haulover on a day like today unless you absolutely have to get out there, which means we're probably going to see a lot more service personnel boats than we're going to see the recreational boater coming through. But here you can see these guys have the boat up on plane, letting the boat do the work, and they're just battling their way straight into Haulover. They've got the throttle down and look pretty good as they go. They've got the bow up, and this boat should have absolutely no issues as it works its way straight into the inlet, and the Coast Guard will go ahead and take a win for the boats here in the first round. And let's see if our second round contestant has the same luck battling Haulover that our first round contestant did. And as we already mentioned, it's that kind of day. This is what we're going to see coming through Haulover. It's going to be a lot of service personnel boats. As our first and second boat both fell in this category, our third falls right in line as well, as we see a police officer working their way out of Haulover, but they don't look quite as confident as our Border Patrol or our Coast Guard boat did. And my man, pretty early on, is going to decide he's going to pull that infamous Haulover U-turn and decide not to battle with this today, which is probably the correct move. I mean, if you don't have to go out the inlet on a day like today, there's no point in sending yourself out there and taking the beating, and unfortunately this vessel will take a loss for the boats in the second round. Our third round contestant's going to do about as good as you can do coming through Haulover on a rough day like this. Here we're going to see this contender start to make its way out. These guys have the boat just barely up on plane, they have it trimmed right to keep the bow high to make sure we don't stuff the bow, and they're basically working their way out of Haulover just as well as you can on a day like this. I mean, there are days where Haulover's just firing and it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to be a rough ride out, and these guys make it look about as smooth as you can possibly make it look. Even here they take one or two good shots, but the reality is it's just a rough day and it's going to be a rough ride out. These guys make it look as good as they can, and they're going to go ahead and take a win for the boats in the third round. And that's going to take us to our fourth round captain, who's showing you how to come back into Haulover. Here we're going to see this Donzi making their way back in. I really wish I could see this boat trimmed a little higher out of the water. They're running a little too flat, especially with a heavy following sea like this, and it could cause them some problems as they start to make their way into the inlet. But the captain's making his way in. So far we're doing okay, and oh, right there, it's close. Was that a stuff? The nose looked like it went under to me. I'm gonna have to give this round to Haulover. He just came in a little too flat and unfortunately pays the price, and I'm gonna have to give Haulover the win. And that'll take us into our fifth and final round, and our fifth round captain's gonna show you what it takes to make it on Team Send It. Here we're gonna see this Carver making their way out of the inlet, and my man has the throttle down. This is a big rough day, and this is a big vessel, and a lot of times I don't see these vessels get on plane trying to get out of the inlet. My man didn't care though. He slammed it once he made it under the bridge, and he's gonna blast his way right out of the inlet. And if you want to know how to make it on Team Send It, well, just follow my man's lead, because this is exactly how you do it. And I'm not gonna have any choice here but to go ahead and give the boats the win, and that's gonna give the boats the win in this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who gets us all these great images down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens in the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.